Okay, I think we are live. Okay, all right. Welcome back to. Wait, am I live? I gotta really like double check. You see, sometimes, right? All this technology can go very wrong at times, and I'm actually not quite sure where am I going live. But anyway, okay. All right, welcome in. This is Jason. If you have not been seeing me for a while, then I'm glad that we meet tonight. Okay, for those who have been following me on my YouTube channel as well as my Facebook Ads Transformation Facebook group, this is what we have been doing for the past, I think, 92 weeks now. In fact, it's actually more than 2 years. I mean, almost 2 years already. I've been doing this. This is where I go live every Sunday night to answer your Facebook ads and digital marketing or YouTube marketing or TikTok advertising related questions. So yeah, I mean, I'm actually doing this as a reintroduction to my community this round because starting this week, we are also going live on my Facebook page, which is my Jason Gunn Facebook page, Travel Academy Facebook page, and of course my usual YouTube channel, as well as my Facebook Ads Transformation group. Okay, so if you have any Facebook ads related questions, anything, okay, feel free to pop your questions in the chat. Hi, Masida, welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for joining me. Thank you. Okay, yeah. So how do we do about this? How do we do about this? Okay, very simple. Any questions you have about Facebook advertising, YouTube marketing, TikTok advertising, or general digital marketing? Okay, I would strongly encourage that you go to my YouTube channel. Okay, if you have not been following me on YouTube, just go to YouTube and look for Jason Gunn. Okay, just that name, on the right hand side, Jason Gunn. Okay, and then make sure you follow me on my YouTube channel and subscribe. Make sure you actually click the bell button so that you will be notified anytime we post a new content. So what's gonna happen is I would strongly encourage you, if you have any questions, especially Facebook ads related, you can actually probably find your answers there, because my YouTube channel has got more than about 800 over videos right now. I have been posting very actively for the past 2 years. Although now I'm actually switching the gear and changing the direction of the content strategy, but nonetheless, the channel is mainly about Facebook advertising, TikTok advertising, and YouTube marketing. So any questions, please go there and search for an answer. Okay, if you can, there should be some answer, especially Facebook ads related. But if you can't find an answer to your question, just drop your question in any of my YouTube videos. Okay, now then you'll be probably asking me, Jason, can I drop you a message? You can, but sometimes I will miss your message. Okay, especially if you direct message me, then I probably will miss it. But if you actually post it on my YouTube channel, I pay a lot more attention on my YouTube channel. So anytime I get a question, I would actually capture that and bring them over here on Sunday night to answer your question. Right? The reason I don't actually, I would respond to your question. If you ask any question, I will respond to your question. But I actually don't really like to answer questions on YouTube channel, as in via text. It is actually because a lot of times, right, Facebook advertising, TikTok advertising, YouTube advertising, or even YouTube marketing related questions sometimes can be quite difficult to kind of like communicate via text, if you understand what I mean. So I would rather I bring it over here on my Sunday AMA and I answer questions like that, because that will actually give me different way of communication, as in I can actually speak to you. I can give you examples freely, because first thing first, I really hate typing and I prefer talking. And if necessary, I can even bring up the screen and share with you, some walkthroughs if it's necessary. Okay, so anything about Facebook advertising, digital marketing, YouTube marketing, TikTok advertising, pop your questions on my YouTube channel. So just go to YouTube and type Jason Gunn, and you'll be able to find my YouTube channel. All right. Okay. Now, what else is happening? Okay, what else is happening? I actually launched my new show, okay, which is what we call the Your Marketing Secret Show last week. Okay, our first episode was launched on 31st of August. and it's our Malaysia's Independence Day. So it's a very meaningful day because first thing first, my first guest is Richard Kerr. For those who follow Richard on various social media platforms, like he's very active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, yes, but more on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay, he's probably one of the most respected content creator in Malaysia lately because he actually shared a lot of like Malaysian related content, really inspiring stories and all that. People love him because he really can tell this. I mean, the way he tells stories is very interesting, and it's very captivating, and it makes people feel very motivated and inspired as well. So we had him to talk about content marketing strategy. So if you have not watched that episode, just go to my YouTube channel. Okay, and on the main page itself already we have Richard Kerr featured on the main page, or you can just type Richard Kerr on YouTube. Yes, you should be able to see his video in the top 5 already, I think. Yeah. Okay, so just look for that. And Richard shared his content marketing strategy and how he started, and what are the hacks that he used to really like first thing first, get the storytelling ideas, as in like the content ideas, and how he kind of like curate and create those contents really quickly, and how he actually created, I mean, kind of like created his success to what he is right now. More than 180,000 followers on various social media platforms right now. Very interesting story. So go over to my YouTube channel and watch that video. It's just 20 over minutes. I think for the new series, right? For the new show that your marketing secret, the one that we just launched last week. The idea here is we don't want to make it too lengthy. We want to make it chewable, really chewable. So basically, it's gonna be like within half an hour. Even if we overrun, also it's not gonna be something very lengthy, such as like 1 hour kind of thing. We want it to be very impactful. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna invite very interesting people from various industries to tell their marketing secret. Okay, like last week we had the first episode we had Richard. He talks about content marketing. Second episode we have somebody talking about TikTok marketing for e-commerce. Very powerful sharing. You must listen to this. Okay, so it will go live every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. The idea here is we will actually launch new episode at 8:30 p.m. every Wednesday night, so you can actually stay tuned. Same, you just need to go to my YouTube channel and follow. Make sure you actually click the bell button to make sure that every time we publish new content, you'll be notified. So yeah. So next week we have TikTok marketing for e-commerce, very successful story. And following week we have we have a very successful mompreneur talking about how she built her business, multiple 7-figure business now, okay, from home, okay, and launching academies, launching offers. How do you launch yourself as a coach and stuff like that? It's a very powerful sharing that we're gonna have. So basically, that's gonna happen on every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. We're gonna premiere that every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. So if you want to be featured, let's say if you are in a very niche industry and you have a very interesting technique to market yourself, okay, like you have found something very interesting that it has been working for you for a very long time, I would strongly encourage that you reach out to me so that we can feature you. The idea here is this, we've been doing marketing since, I will always believe that everybody out there is actually a marketer. You must have found a way to market yourself to reach what you are right now. Like if you are running a business, there must be a way that you actually market yourself and stay afloat and even to thrive as a business. Now, whatever that you do well to get you, the fortune, the success, and everything you have, right, is really something that you should share. Because some people will say that, now, if I share with someone else, right, then people will just copy. Actually, copying is one thing, but they will not be able to become you. Just like, this is really me, when I first started as, when I do Facebook advertising really well, after I help a lot of companies do very well in Facebook advertising, I thought that this is my secret sauce. Okay, and I must actually keep it to myself. Then only I realized that, in fact, right, the more I teach, the more, not everybody, first thing first, not everybody will be able to replicate the success or the way you do this. Okay, and second thing is, in fact, right, the more you teach, the more you are able to attract the right people to come and work with you, because they like the way you do things, they like the way you look at things, they like the way you approach things. So it's like, this is really a very important way for us to kind of like reach out to different people. And on top of that, right, I always like to tell people, look, when you share, you position yourself as an expert. You position yourself as an authority in what you do. So it's really something that can actually help you position yourself in a very different way. Okay, I mean, that's really something. Just like, some people ask me, Jason, you're like sharing a lot of things about how you do your business, how you operate your business right now, and you keep on sharing how you run Facebook ads, how you do your TikTok, I mean, not TikTok, YouTube marketing, to reach, like, to get a lot of SEO juices, to know all these things. Aren't you afraid of somebody copying you? Now, first thing first, okay, there will never be another Jason Gunn. You can't copy me 100%. Okay, and second thing is, what I do, okay, is very unique. You can't just take it and copy, but it will inspire you. Just like you won't be able to do YouTube like me, because to a lot of people, the way I do YouTube is crazy. I actually produce too much content. But if you look at it, I mean, if I compare to my friends like Wing Hon, and a few of those content creators that I follow from US and all that, right? I mean, me is nothing. For what I do is nothing. People do even crazier things. People even do like crazier schedule. The way they actually create content is a lot more compact and all that. So, I mean, I won't be able to do what they do. But when I tell you that this is possible, like, let's say, if I keep telling you that, look, YouTube marketing is possible, this is how I do it. Now, you might be able to pick a few things here and there and actually add to whatever that you're already doing and enhance what you do. And eventually, we will bring more success to more people around the world. Hopefully, we can actually bring more. It's like possibilities. It's like we will inspire people about, look, actually, you can do this. Right? Listen, you know what? Recently, I really like to share this story. I mean, for those who know me, I actually maintain, in fact, okay, secretly, I have about 5 YouTube channels. But okay, active ones, there are only 2 active ones. Now, the first one is definitely the Jason Gunn. I mean, the one that I talks about Facebook advertising and digital marketing, the Jason Gunn YouTube channel. That one is really the main one that I've been working on for like over 2 years now. I started in 2020, okay, through the pandemic, because at that point of time, we didn't know what to do. I didn't have a lot of ways to market myself, and I was really in a kind of like very important crossroad. We were hit badly by the pandemic, and we don't have a lot of resources on hand, and we wanted to see whether we are able to do anything else to bring ourselves, to launch ourselves to a different group of people who are looking for what we do. So I think it was in August 2020. So August 2020 was the time I launched my first YouTube channel, which is the Jason Gunn YouTube channel, mainly talking about Facebook advertising, and eventually we talk about entrepreneurship, digital marketing in general, YouTube marketing, YouTube advertising, and TikTok advertising recently. So that has given me a lot of opportunity because of those content that I create, because of the channel that I have. Okay, I get to work with people from not just Malaysia. Back then, like when I was running as an agency, when I was actually teaching as an academy, I was mainly serving the local market, which is Malaysian market. Now my students and clients come from 40 over countries. Okay, and because of the pandemic, I mean, currently my student count actually accumulated is 6,000 over people from 40 over countries. Can you imagine that? I would never imagine that this thing would happen to me if I did not actually start my YouTube channel, right? But it involves a lot of hard work. So, like, if you look at my YouTube channel, if you actually go check out Jason Gunn on YouTube, I think we have only about less than 6,000 subscribers as of now. I think we just crossed 5,900. It's a crawling channel, super slow, trust me. And sometimes I find it frustrating that I actually, a lot of content that I post are below 100 views. Super frustrating. Yes, below 100 views. But you know what? What kept me going? Some people ask, what kept you going posting all these crazy contents like nobody's business? Actually, in fact, I would say most of the content are below 100 views, but those people who view are really those people who care. So when they actually found me, then they will connect with me, and eventually when they are ready, they will work with me. But that's Jason Dunn's channel, all right? Until last year, 2021, okay, 2021, I think it was in October or November, I think, yeah. I actually launched my hobby channel, which is a gardening channel in Mandarin. Okay, gardening channel in Mandarin. So what happened was, at that point of time, I was really like at one point of time I was into gardening, like growing some plants, like house plants and kind of stuff, right? And I realized, hey, I actually kill a lot of plants. I'm a famous serial plant killer. So as a plant killer, you learn things in a way, because it's like paying tuition fee. You buy the plant, and eventually you die. You make it die, and eventually you learn something out of it. And eventually, that's the motive of me starting this thing. And you know what? Um, it gives me a different kind of growth. Like recently, one of our video went viral. So in a week time, I think it just crossed 1 week. We launched it. We launched that video last Sunday. In a week time, it crossed like almost 11,000 views now, and now we attracted views from all around the world, and even people are sharing the content to their community, and we have even people saying that they want to use the content to repurpose, to actually kind of like, of course, they were mentioned out. But here's the thing: it's actually possible to actually shift up the gear when you are ready. You see, but here's the thing: if I did not build up everything, I wouldn't have found this way to do to do my content that will be really well accepted by all the people out there who are looking for this solution or this piece of content. And it's because of all the work that I have done in the past almost a year now, like fine tuning the content and the way I actually adjust how I approach these topics and all that makes up to what we are right now. But I would say, yeah, so after we reached 10, after we crossed 10,000 views, in a way, right, the whole channel shift up to another gear where, we used to have less than 10 subscribers a day. I've seen like new subscribers a day. Now we're actually looking at it like multiplied, I think 3 to 4 times now. So if you look at it, right, the growth momentum can switch out the gear, and in a way, just because a few pieces of content, it can move the channel to a different level where you'll start seeing different kind of growth coming in. But I would like to say that all this will not happen if you do not actually keep doing. That's why if we share the marketing secret, like the other day I was just talking to, for those who, I'm really glad that my guests who got invited to the show are totally willing to share, because I think they were thinking about the same thing. I think our mindset were the same, where I just want to give you the possibility. I would never look at how people will copy me. No, it's not about copying. It's about how we can actually help people grow, because it's about the impact that we want to leave to the community. That's why, yeah, that's the reason why I've been doing what I do right now. Like some people will ask me, Jason, what you do? Like you do so many content, and are you like not doing what you do right now? Actually, you know what? In these times, seriously, through the pandemic and all that, I realized there are different ways of doing things. Like I used to have an office, I don't now. I don't need to, because my clients are all 100% virtual. I don't work with people face to face right now. I'm 100% virtual. So I work with clients from all around the world. I just spoke to somebody from Canada the other day, and somebody from where was that? I forgot. US, of course, a lot of US clients, and like Indonesia, Taiwan, and it's very interesting places. But that's the first thing. Now, second thing is, you see, when it comes to doing things, right? Like a lot of people would think that when you are doing, let's say when I do Facebook advertising, I shouldn't dilute my positioning by doing something else that is totally unrelated. You see? However, what if I just do it to my niche that I don't need to tell you? You get what I mean? You know what? My gardening channel is growing faster than this channel right now, the Jason Gunn channel. And I would say probably by end of this year, it's gonna beat the Jason Gunn channel in subscriber count in no time. Okay, it's gonna happen. And it's just a 1-year-old channel compared to this Jason Gunn channel is already like 2-year-old plus. Okay, but you don't need to, like, my gardening channel, people don't need to know that I have a Facebook advertising channel. Just like you over here, you don't need to know that I have a gardening channel. But both can grow as one part of Jason Gunn. Jason Gunn as a gardener, Jason Gunn as a digital marketer, and Jason Gunn as a coach, which is like, although I created a content teaching you how to do things, there will be time that you still need a more, a personalized opinion or something that is more tailored to your solution. You will come to me. However, when I'm able to really show up like what I do right now, we can actually build a kind of connection that is totally irreplaceable. I have so many clients actually came to me because they say, I've been seeing you for like a year or two now. And whenever I talk about Facebook advertising, whenever I think about Facebook advertising, it's gonna be you. So yeah, talk about branding right now. If you look at it, um, this is actually the best time to do branding in a way that can really bring you result in an entirely different way. Just like now, you see, like when you see this, if you want to look at this, right, really one of the reasons why you must do YouTube channel, okay, is because you can actually just go live like this. Like now, you know what? I actually just went live. Okay, there are a few friends watching. I can see they are like in and out. You know, like we don't have a lot of live viewers over here, but I've just created a piece of content talking about different things, sharing about my experience that could actually be traced and be indexed by Google and YouTube, and all the keywords that I mentioned in this video itself, right? Okay, will be actually indexed. And when people are looking for something like this, they probably will stumble upon my YouTube video or any one of them. And yeah, we can actually get connected. And on top of that, that's one thing, that's the stranger market. And on top of that, right, whoever, probably actually some of you, because today we go live on a new platform like Jason Gunn Facebook page, Travel Academy Facebook page, which is something that we never do. But moving forward, we're gonna go these places right now because I think it's ready, and we're switching the direction right now. So it's totally a very powerful way to create content and build your voice. Yeah, especially for those who have not been, seeing me for a while, probably because if you are liking me on my Travel Academy page, for example, we have not been active for like years. Yeah, and for Jason Gunn, I didn't do that because we were actually using the platform to host what do we call the Tree Market Show. You know what? The Tree Market Show was a very interesting experiment that we did. I really want to thank my partners, Andrew and Manfred. 100 weeks without fail, without it's like 100 week in a row. We go live on every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Okay, to talk for an hour. It's a very, very powerful learning. So even though I tell you every single thing I do about how I use YouTube to market, you won't be able to copy me 100% because it takes so much practice and all that. But it gives you the idea that, hey, it can be done. It's possible. All right. So yeah. So today is really about launching it. So if you have any questions, remember, feel free to drop your questions on my YouTube channel. Any video, just go to my YouTube channel. Try to search for a video first if you can, if you have any related question. If you can't find an answer, just post your question in any of the videos and I will actually capture them and I'll bring them in here. Just like what I usually do is this, in fact, we have a deck. Okay, the deck looks like this. All right, so these are all the questions that I received. This is actually last week's. And the previous week, I think it's probably because of school holiday, everybody's busy. We don't have any questions. So like questions like this from Henry, and a question like this from Sean, and this is another question from Mahmoud and all that, right? I will be able to bring it up and answer your question. Okay, so isn't it better when I answer you like this, when I tell you the whatever answer I have, rather than I type to you? That's why I don't like to type. I don't like to reply your comment or something like that. Just bring it over here. Post on any of my YouTube videos and I'll bring it over here to share with you. So I'll actually bring it up like this is Mahmoud, all right? And this is like Deep Shelter. So I'll answer your questions like that. But if you want something more like personalized, okay, now Ken, you can actually sign up for a one-on-one Facebook ads audit by me. All right, so what we do is this. This is where we will actually, we will go over a Zoom meeting for half an hour. This is really for Facebook advertisers. If you have been running ads on Facebook, but you do not know what have you done right or wrong, you probably see success, but you don't know why. What did you do right? How can we actually make better? Or if you have not been doing well on Facebook advertising and you don't know why. You see, running ads is the easiest part. I always tell people, but knowing what you have done right or wrong is the toughest part, don't you think? So this one-on-one audit is where I would go over your Facebook ads campaign with you to dissect the campaign based on numbers. I'm a number person, yeah. I always tell people, don't make decision based on gut feeling. It's a very important thing. So we will go over your campaign. I will look at what have you done right or wrong. I'll give you recommendations and I will tell you, hey, what should you do next to get you better result and better impact. All right, so this is a service that I charge $197 usually. But now we are doing a very special offer right now. Scan this QR code. You can actually sign up for this for $10, only $10. Dollar, yeah? Whatever I sell in US dollars. So don't ask me how do we do it in ringgit. So just go over. It's a Fiverr. So sign up for $10. All okay? And we will spend half an hour together to look at your campaign and share with anyone that might need this, okay? Screenshot this right now if you need it. Don't ask me how can I get actually screenshot, whatever you are, screenshot right now so that later on you can scan this QR code and, you know, like go over, or if you're watching this, bring up your phone, screenshot this thing so that you can actually go to the Fiverr gig and sign up for the one-on-one audit for just $10. So we can actually do this together. Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, this is just an introduction. You see, I'm so well trained that I can just go live like this and you know, like chat with you for like almost half an hour now. We're down with 25 to 27 minutes right now. I think this is good as a quick reintroduction, and it's nice seeing you again. If we have not met virtually even for a while, and I'm glad that we are reconnected right now. Remember, stick around and just, I mean, especially subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's a very important thing because a lot more things are happening over there. And post your questions. And every Sunday night, let's come back and gather over here to answer your Facebook ads related and digital marketing related questions. All right. Thanks for watching. Really, this is really like just to say hi. And next week we'll come back with more questions. And hopefully, if you want to join me live and ask your questions, just drop by on various platforms where you're at right now. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much, and enjoy your last few hours of Sunday. Okay, and I'll see you next Sunday. Thanks. Good night. Bye.